How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Tressa's Collectibles gameplay video. My name is Mike, and joining me today is...
Randall, aka Shizukatz. What's going on?
And it is finally time for the long-anticipated Guilty Gear Strive block. We are going to bring you guys our first gameplay video for the block, featuring some of what we think are going to be the strongest contenders for good competitive decks in Guilty Gear Strive. I will be playing level 1 Ky into level 3 Mei. The level 1 Ky is a really cool Climax combo where he has a dual modular combo where I can either top check up to 4 and add 1 Guilty Gear character, or I can salvage a level 2 or higher character depending on, how my deck state is, how my hand is. So he's a pretty flexible option depending on the situation at hand. Reflects his kind of all-rounder status in the fighting game. And then we're going to go into the level 3 Mei on play heal and Climax combo, pay 2, discard 1, and we're going to use one of our gauges, one of our memory. We're going to send our memory to waiting room in order to give any of our characters the following effect, where once per turn when damage dealt by this character is cancelled, I can burn 2 twice. So the idea with the Mei is we want to stack it all on something that can deal additional points of damage just by themselves without a climax. So in this particular scenario, we're going to go with the Ky Mighty King, which can restand when he reverses a character. It also helps the stock cost because Ky, when he gets played, I can play another character for free from my hand, and then he gets 2k. So we're going to play 1 or 2 Meis, and then put it all on Ky, and then we're going to keep hitting our opponent until they die.
Over here, I'm playing a little bit of a more complicated Climax lineup. It's really not that complicated, though, when we get down into it. So, the main Climax combos that we're running in the deck are the Jacko and Ramlethal. So, Jacko is basically just a carbon copy of a Review Starlight Climax combo, where on attack, you discard 1, sack the Climax, and search 2. So, just very, very simple. And we're going to be using the standby to bring out cards, level 2 cards at level 1, such as Baiken. Baiken is a 2/2/9/5 hand-on core, which also has a Climax combo of her own, and we are running 1 copy of her Climax, but we're not really looking to utilize her combo necessarily. We're more looking to just use Jacko at level 1. But the Climax combo would allow you to sack the Climax and stand herself. The main goal of the deck is to abuse the fact that Ramlethal is a very easy Climax combo to use with very few resources. And we're just going to try to use our standbys to cheat her out at level 2 and then just use her on as many turns in a row as possible. Basically just starting from level 2. We're going to try to use a standby to bring her out and then have Goldbar. And then regardless of whether I'm at level 2 or level 3, I'm just going to let it rip. And I'm just going to see how much damage we can do. If we get another Goldbar after that and our Ramlethal survives, or maybe we have like a Baiken chilling in the back row, we can use Baiken's final effect to get Ramlethal back or something, go for another round.
Yeah, and this all strategy really works really well, the multi-combo starting at level 2 strategy, because Ramlethal is just so efficient in resource cost. You essentially just need 2 stock for full combo. If you standby out Ramlethal, normally you need to play her, but that would be 4 stock, but then if we're standbying out, it's just 2 stock. So then if you only have 2 stock, we're obviously going to have a lot more than 2 stock, so then it allows us to just, worst case, 3 stock Ram, or just hard play another Ram, and then we'll just play combo again. And the damage output for how cheap it is quite crazy, because it's just 6 attacks.
Yes, 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3.
1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you also, you're running the Testament in this build, or?
Yeah, so Guilty Gear in general is really all about the more resources you have, the more you can put into your offensive finishing potential. So in this particular build, outside of Mei Ky, we do run a couple of other offensive material. Dragon Install, the card we feature on our exclusive content creator reveals. Give one of our Ky characters 3000, and also the effect where when they reverse a character in battle, we can burn 1. So we can just stack this on our level 3 Ky restand, make him a lot bigger, make sure he doesn't get countered over, and then we get that additional burn 1 for just a 1 card cost with no extra stock. And we also do run the Testament 2-1. It is a card that is just really flexible if you are building a deck that has extra resources to work with past your traditional finishing turn. Testament's startup effect is you can pay 2, discard 2, and use a meter
and rest them.
And rest themselves to burn 1 twice. And this is just regardless of if you have Climax combo. This doesn't even go into your attack phase, so you can just do this and then go into your finishing turn. So depending on this, the resources at hand, you can do kind of any number of scenarios like Mei, Kai, Testament, or Mei, Kai, Dragon Install, things like that.
Yeah, and then as for mine, I am also running a neat card to go alongside Ramlethal to increase her Ram lethality. This 1/1 event is basically just gonna go to my level zone, and then if I have the resources to do it, I can pay 4, discard 2, flip the event face down in level when one of my characters attacks, and it will restand that character. This can be used with the Ram herself to give herself an extra attack and potentially an extra burn 1, or if I have even more resources, I can actually restand Lucifero to get an extra burn 3 and another.
Yeah, and that becomes 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Which, like, I don't think we have to be an expert in Weiss to say that's a lot of 3s.
It's a lot of numbers.
Count them. That's 7 3s.
Yep.
And honestly, it's not even that unreasonable because 4 stock to hard play Ram and do full combo, and then you need an additional 6 to restand and then burn with Lucifero, right? So if you stand by her out, the Ram, then you only need 8 stock. Yeah. And that gives you full combo of 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Wait, that 1, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. So we'll see. Yeah. It's one of the strengths, I think, of that top end. It's just you have a lot of flexibility. Just the more resources you have, the more all-in you can go.
Yeah, one thing that I was saying previously between ourselves is that, like, it really feels like playing a fighting game. You have to know all of the different combinations that you can go into.
The combo routes, yeah. You're gonna hit confirm like this, but then how much meter do you have?
You need to know your strings.
Yeah, how much damage do you need to do? All that kind of stuff. All right, let's go with this one.
Okay, I guess I lose. Cool.
Draw 5.
Okay.
Alright. Well, these are not any cards that we're looking for. Level 1 combo, 1/0. Kai, his Climax were good zeros. So we're going to pitch 5.
Okay. I'm going to ditch 1. Just 1.
Okay. He pitches the 2/1 Axel. Alright, let's start the game. Draw for turn.
So what was your 5? Any Climax?
Nope.
No Climax. Okay.
Alright. So drew for turn, and I'll clock the Frost early play to draw 2. And I have a couple of options available to me here. I think I'll leave my options open though, and see how Randall responds with his turn 1, and I'll just go with a Ramlethal Brainstorm and attack with it.
Okay.
So this is Dark for 2.
Take 2. And I bike in my clock, ready to go to waiting room once I hit level 1, so I can stand by her.
That is, generally speaking, your preferred level 1 standby target, right?
Yeah, and then here's the other one. I'm going to clock the Ramlethal 2/1.
Yeah.
This is a 1500 assist, which is not very common. We've seen another one of those in Hololive.
I was gonna say 2 low brew.
How far back we going, man?
Pretty far. Okay.
All right. Well,
definitely Hololive on 2 Picora though.
I'm going to just play 1 dude.
That's a dude.
It's a dude.
Okay.
And we will just attack with this dude. Go Axel for 1.
Okay. 1's good.
All right, over to you.
Reversed and sent to waiting room. My turn. Draw for turn. Okay. Continuing our trend of just clocking things we don't need. Clock draw 2. Okay. Alright, I think we can start tri-fielding now. We have a pretty weak opener on opponent's side. He is playing standby as well, so I can confidently just try to push for as much damage as possible, and I'll probably be just around like low level 1 next turn. I'm going to start with a Jackal and Aria drop search. This is the one from the trial deck, which has just a ridiculous number of timings. But the first is on play. I can pay 1, and pitch one. I'll pitch a level 1 Ky Climax.
Well, that tells me that you already have one.
To grab a level 1 Ky.
Okay.
I can also use this drop search effect when she becomes reversed in battle as well. So she's an excellent early game card. Just this one card can get you 2 copies of, for example, your level 1 combo just by herself. Okay. Furthermore, we will play Leo Overlord King. He is a clean cut, which gets 1000 during our turn, and also another Ram Brainstorm. And then we're going to clean cut the Ram Brainstorm. It's going to attack, direct attack for 3.
1, cancel.
Okay, and then we'll front attack for 1.
Take the 1.
And activate clean cut. Direct attack for 2.
1, 2. Take 2. Okay, upon being sent to waiting room, I have the option to send Axel to memory, but I'm going to hold off. This is a pretty good card. I want to have access to it. All right, we'll draw for a turn.
And Axel can always activate his own effect through his startup of pay 1 stack itself. So,
all right, I'm going to... This is kind of a predicament. My only 2 red are the Baiken and Jacko, so I think I'm going to clock this Sol early play in order to keep both of these available for stuff.
Especially since you only have 3 level 1 combos, right, in this deck.
Correct. The reason I only run 1 in this deck is because you can only ever use 1 copy in a single turn because she sacks the Climax.
Yeah.
So you don't really ever need more than 1 at a time. Okay, this is quite a predicament we're in. We're gonna start with a Ram Brainstorm, and we're just gonna
pray for a hit.
All right, pay 1, Brainstorm.
All right.
Oh, we hit 2. Okay.
Okay.
Thank goodness. So I can get Jacko, and I can also. So I'm still only gonna be able to attack twice this turn.
Ooh.
Because I only have I only have the 2 cards I'm going to be salvaging right now. So
okay.
that was really good that I hit 2 on that Brainstorm. The other card that I'm going to be grabbing is a Sol Drop Salvage. This card gets plus 2k if I have 5 or more hand. So maybe if you just don't hit level 1 and don't have Ricky, maybe you just can't kill it.
Maybe.
So we'll go ahead and play Jacko and Sol.
Yeah. And it might feel bad only attacking twice, but you are also just trading all my characters on board anyways. So it's not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things.
So now I need to make a decision on where I'm putting this Viking. So you need to think about what potential power lines you could have at level 1. If I put Viking in the front row, she is 9/5. I think the best you could do is like Geo plus Climax plus the Ramlethal buff.
Yeah, that would be the only line for 10k.
That would be high. Wait, that's not 10k though. That's 9k. Geo is 7 plus Climax plus Ramlethal.
Yeah,
That's...
no, I mean double Geo.
You mean double Ramlethal?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, double Ramlethal. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, double 1k buff. Geo is base 7.
Yeah.
1k1.
Now you're out 3 of them already, but you could just hit a Brainstorm and get one back and then contest me, which I probably don't want. I think it's probably just...
It's a matter of risk versus reward, right?
Yeah.
The reward here is you're absorbing 1 soul from not getting directed, and the risk is you minus 1 hand from having to hand Encore Baiken.
Yeah. So I think that I'm okay with just potentially taking 1 more damage, maybe. And we'll go with the standby. We'll bring out the bike into the back row. I can use Ram's ability on play of a Climax. I can choose one of my characters, give 1k. We'll give it to Jacko. And then I can choose either a Ramlethal Brainstorm or a Lucifero level 1 from my waiting room and send it to memory. I think I'm going to hold off for now, just in case I need to like Brainstorm into Brainstorm next turn. And we'll go into our attacks. So...
what do we looking at for attack order here?
I think it depends on what I'm looking for. So, what am I looking to grab? I think I probably just want to grab maybe another Jacko for next turn, potentially, if I draw another copy of her Climax. I am already out 3 of the Climax, though. Honestly, in this deck, Jacko isn't really looking to get a lot of specific things. She's just kind of looking to like thin the deck out.
Yeah, and
just maybe, like, clean the hand. Basically.
Just get like some clean pluses.
Yeah. That being said, I think I want to attack with Soul first because I want to make you choose what you're searching before you know if you're going to level 1 or not. So we'll go ahead and front with Soul. He gets plus 2,000 power if I have 5 or more hand, which I do. For 3.
Oh. Do we have another Baiken in there?
We do not. But we'll go ahead and just stand by something big-ish out anyway, and we'll play the Axle over here.
Okay.
And that'll be for 2.
1, 2. 2's good. And my effects activate 2 effects. I will activate her on reverse drop search effect as well. Pay 1. And drop a Ram.
Uh-huh.
And I'll get another Ky.
I see.
We just happen to have a lot of brainstorms.
Okay. You have 5 hand?
Yep.
Okay.
5 hand. Okay, and then also, her other effect, the Jacko, is at the end of her attack or when she's reversed in battle. If I have 1 or less memory, I can send her to memory.
Alright. Now I'll go with the Jacko combo. On attack, discard a Baiken, sack the Climax, search 2. The 2 I'm going to grab here. I'm going to grab a... Do I have the other Axle here? I'll grab the level 0 Axle. Pay 1, sack top 4. And yeah, we'll just grab another Jacko as I was saying earlier.
Yeah, because if you draw into the last Jacko Climax, or if you can Climax swap into that standby. You want to proactively play the standbys as much as possible anyway, so it just goes well with your primary game plan.
Okay. And that will be for 1.
That's good. Nice, so off to level 1 we go. Stand and draw. Alright, well, we're gonna get rid of this Baiken because we don't need it for insurance anymore. The Baiken would have allowed us to clock to level 1 anyways, but the other cards in my hand are just a bit more valuable. We'll get rid of the level 3 Foss. I do play 2 early play healers in this deck, and also don't really go for the early play that much, so it's just kind of there. Draw 2. Okay. Let's see. So he searched a Jackal. So next turn his front line will be Jackal, Baiken, X. So he's definitely going to be able to contest at least 2 of my Kys. By my knowledge, he doesn't have another Jackal because he had to salvage a Jackal. He didn't have a third attacker either. It's possible that he could also play Climax Swap, which is a 106k. I'm debating here if I want to Eno Ricky. I think I probably do, yeah. Alright, so we'll play Eno. On play, pay 1, clock ourselves from top deck. Search our deck for a level 1 or lower character. And we'll grab Ky. And how much hand do you have?
Full hand.
Okay. So I cannot use Eno to kill that soul, because he is a big boy.
Don't you have 3 Ky?
I do. But the thing I like about Ky is that like I can just have more things to do the turn after because it's like on a pass trigger. So I want to consider the possibility of like saving some Kys because I have a pass here.
2 Ky this turn, some Ky next turn.
Anyways, activate her other on a play effect. I can top check the top 2 cards from my deck and put them back in any order. Do I want to do anything with that Climax there? Brainstorm, Ky. Alright, here's what we'll do. We'll brainstorm. And then we'll hit 2. Okay. So let's set up a couple of our future turns then. We'll get a Leo, so that we'll use it this turn to reverse the soul and save one of our Kys. So I can potentially combo again next turn. And then I'm also going to get a Giovanna, which is a stock charger. And we'll see if these... We'll play this. And then we'll play Ky over Eno, so that I can free up a back row slot. And then we'll just play another Ky. This will be our setup.
Sounds good.
Okay, 1k1. When I play Climax, I can activate Ram's effect. In my deck, I only play the Brainstorms, but I do play 4 of the Brainstorms, so I'm going to send the Brainstorm to memory, and I'll give 1k to the... Let's see, this is over by 5, this will be over by 1. I'll give 1k here. I am out 3, 4 here. I guess I'll go with the top 4. Okay, so I will front, look at up to the top 4. Good thing good thing I did. Alright, we'll grab the 1/1 bomb just because he's a standby deck. It's a level 1 anti-level bottom deck reverser.
Now what is the other effect again?
On play, if I have 1 or less memory, I can send a go-to gear from waiting to memory.
Okay.
Alright, this will trigger for 2.
Cancel.
Okay. Front, Climax combo. Look at up to the top 4. And add a character. Let's just grab another Giovanna. Unfortunately, we cannot grab the Dragon installs here. This is for 2.
Take 2.
And front with the clean cut for 2.
Take 2.
Okay, and let's move one of our Kys to the back row, and I guess I'll move this one. You do have like a front 15.
Sure.
Alright, go ahead.
Draw for turn. I'll go ahead and clock the Shocking Revelation events. Draw 2. These events, the green one here and then the other red one somewhere, is they want to be in level to use their effects.
Yes.
So this might be really good against a certain level 3 restand later. Make it lose 3 soul. I'm out 5, 6 here. So I think my stock this turn is going to be used on getting me the heck out of here. So we'll start with the Axel level 0. Pay 1, send himself to waiting room, check up to top 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if any of this is like particularly useful. Viking's pretty good actually, I think. I can afford to hit myself one more time here without leveling, thanks to the cancel from the last turn, and I kind of actually do want to see what I can dig for here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna grab Viking. Before I do Biken, though, I'm going to brainstorm. So we'll brainstorm, pay that out. 1, 2, 3, 4. We miss. 3, 4, 5. So I'm out 5 standbys, 1 gold bar.
Couple gold bars left there, then that does make the deck count a bit tricky.
Yeah. Or maybe I just don't Biken then. I could always just not Biken now. Maybe I'll have maybe I'll have a gold bar left in deck, perhaps, maybe?
Just being chill?
Yeah, so if I trigger the gold bar, I'll have 2 left in deck, which means that I will,
it's not even that
refresh cleanly.
Yeah.
So I think it's fine. So we'll just go ahead and play some dudes.
Yep.
We're going to move the bike in here to kill the 1-0. We'll play the extra Jacko over here. For our attacker, I'm going to play the Biken so that I have the option to use her ability once she dies, once Mike kills her.
Another one of the excellent utility options has 2 timings on play and on death.
We love on play on death. And then for the last back row, I'm going to play the Saul Hexproof support. This gives characters in front of him Hexproof, and whenever I trigger a card with a Soul Trigger icon, I can give a character 1500 power until end of turn.
Yep.
And we're just gonna poop on your board.
My board is here to be pooped.
All right. We'll direct here first for
There's that gold
2
bar.
and gold bar.
Okay.
Okay, and then we'll front here for 1. And then we'll front here for 2.
Okay. I'm refreshing 6, missing 1 of each.
Yep.
And you still have 5 in weight room, missing 2 bars.
6.
6.
I had 5 standby.
Oh, so 6 in weight room, missing 2 bars. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. This is not a half shabby spot to be in. I already have a combo already ready for next turn. Okay. Alright, so finish our refresh point, and then finish the damage for 2. Cancel.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Stand and draw. Well, we're pretty set, so no clock. We'll push up Ky, play another Ky, and well, he's probably... I don't really care about spending this 1 stock to kill the Biken, given that I think he... Can I check your weight room, please?
Sure.
So I wonder who his other gold bar is. He doesn't have the Climax swap in here. I feel like if he had the Climax swap, he could have Climax swapped into standby. That could have been in line. Do I care about paying 1 stock to remove the Biken either way? It would only have to be if there's still a gold bar left in his 2 cards, so that he sticks at level 1. I don't really care about that. We're just gonna slam.
Sounds like a solid plan.
Yeah. Where that 1 stock, I like my stock. I had to use a lot of stock early game, so I like to try to preserve a bit more stock for now. Giovanna as 3rd attacker. Sounds good.
You don't have green.
I do not have green. We'll play Ky. Alright, we'll Giovanna next turn then. Well, now I just have too much hand.
Oh no.
Oh no! Man, now I kind of want to play this bottom deck bomb. Fine. We'll play it.
Okay.
This Ky isn't gonna get that much value, so 1k1.
Wow, looks like Biken's gonna go to the bottom of the deck where she belongs.
And then put it right here.
Sure.
And then front.
Mm-hmm.
Trigger for 3. Okay. Oh, so you're saying there's a chance.
Uh-huh. But I mean, I'm down to cancel a 3.
I'm okay either way.
I'm down to cancel this.
You can
3.
cancel this 3 and then take these 3s.
Bruh. Refresh point.
Yes.
For 3.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay. We'll level up the Shocking Revelation. Your effect will do nothing.
I will do nothing. Front, this will mill 4. Or mill up to 4. 1. Okay. Actually, do I care about milling more? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sure, let's just mill more. It would have been triggered anyways. We'll grab the Ky. Actually, oh, we'll grab May.
Okay.
Trigger. 2.
Take 2. I'm dying. Okay, continue. Okay, continue.
We'll front, and then I will activate the salvage effect, where I can salvage any level 2 or higher character from my waiting room. And with this, I'll grab another May. Let's trigger for 3.
Cancel.
Okay.
Alright, I'm now in consideration to use Biken's effect on death. No, I don't think it's worth it for the damage that I'd be taking. So I'll just go with normal draws instead.
Sure.
Alright. Let's start by clocking this extra Biken in my hand. Draw 2. Okay, so we're not going to be able to standby out Ram. So the extra Goldbar in my hand is just going to be used to
Push damage.
hit Mike in the face right now.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan.
So the 2 lanes that I'm going to play are a Lucifero
Oh.
and an Eno, and I'll use her on-play effect to look at the top 2 cards of my deck, so we can look at some damage numbers. So we'll go ahead and swap these around. Give the hexproof to the big ones that matter. And I will play a 1k1 here. Use Ramlethal's effect, sending another copy of herself to memory. And giving 1k to Lucifero. And then we will go to attacks.
Okay.
Start of attack phase, Lucifero's effect. Climax in the Climax area. Lucifero gets +2/5 +1 soul. So this is a 3 soul attack, and this is going to be a front attack for 4. I will use Saul's effect to give another 1500 here.
Sounds good.
For 4.
2, 3, 4. Cancel.
No!
Wow! Nice.
Alright, we'll direct attack for 3.
1, 2, 3. Three's good. Alright, there's still no green. Well, I really don't care about leveling any of these red cards. I suppose we'll have to. Wait, does the green event target or not?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, front here, and I'm really gonna hope this sticks, because if this sticks, then you're at least 2/4, and I can just slam jam you with Ram next turn. 3, please take it.
1,
please take it.
2,
Please take it. Please take it.
3.
Yes.
Okay, three's good.
Go ahead.
Draw for turn. 1, 2, 3, 6. Well, here is where I probably should do some healing.
No, don't do that.
Alright. This is probably going to be around like a 2-turn game, so I need to make sure I don't die to his Ram turn next turn, so we'll Brainstorm. Hit 1, salvage Faust. And then we do have green now. We're going to play 2 Giovannas.
Okay.
And then early play with Faust, 4 or more, -1 level, pay out this Climax, and also discard a Climax to heal the stock.
Yeah, so how many are you out now?
Should be 6. 6 out. Yeah, missing 3, 3.
Missing 1/1?
Or yeah, have 3, 3, missing 1, 1.
Okay.
Faust gets 2k during my turn, so he can contest the Baiken, and then the Giovannas are just nat 7. During my turn, if I have 2, or if there is a card in memory, she gets 3k, and then also if I have 2 cards in memory, she gets additional 500, and on attack, reveal top. If it's a level 1 or higher, goes to stock. Okay. 3 cards left in deck, huh? Should I play this Eno to make sure I can, or to confront the top cards in my deck?
How many cards in hand?
I have 5.
Okay.
I think we'll just
Wing it?
roll with it, yeah.
Okay.
Attack order. Go with a front with Faust first. Trigger. I will not salvage because I don't want to die. This is for 3.
I think in the interest of, I don't play a lot of healers, I'm gonna
Anti-change?
that.
Sure.
So I'll pay 1 and then pay 2 more, and then he's just dead.
Okay. Alright, moving on. We're gonna front attack with Giovanna. There is no level 1 or higher, so it just regular triggers for 1.
Take 1.
And then front attack. This is also a 0. Unfortunately, I don't get any extra stock. I'm going back with 6, missing 1 of each.
And you have how much hand? 5 hands.
5 hand.
5 hands, okay.
Refresh point. That's for 1.
1? What was the trigger?
It was a Brainstorm.
Okay. Take 1. Level up?
Yep.
We'll go ahead and level... I don't think it matters too much, does it? We'll just level this. Okay. These are dead.
Okay, go for it.
Stand and draw. Alright, I'm just gonna not clock. And I'm just gonna hit you with some dudes.
Go for the 2-turn lethal.
Yeah. So we will... I'm going to just... Pay 2. Go up to 4 stock. Do I want to play that this turn? All right, what we're gonna do is we're going to just move up dudes.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Ramlethal finisher doesn't need any, back row or anything. She just does it herself, so.
Mm-hmm. And we'll just go to attacks.
Cool.
So I will direct first for 2.
Okay. 1, 2. 2's good.
I will front here. 2 and standby.
Whoa.
There's nothing good to standby. Here, a Biken.
Hey, that's a card.
Biken is indeed a card.
That is any card.
For 3.
Excellent.
I'm debating passing here, just in order to maintain the number of climaxes in
Your deck.
my deck.
How many of you are in waiting room?
I'm out 2 in waiting room.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, if I do that, then I
Is there
can't.
any-
I
yeah.
wouldn't be able to use this effect and use Ram, and play the Ram in my hand.
Yeah, because if you use the effect, you only have 1 stock left.
Yeah. 11. The other question I need to think about is whether or not you have the hexproof assist, the Sol, this one, because if you do, then that would prevent me from using this on one of your characters, or 2 of your characters, the ones that matter.
Yeah.
If I have that many in deck, I think we'll take the risk.
Okay.
I really want the stock. So I'll front for 2.
Oh, that is the risk we take.
And we will standby out another Biken
That's another card.
for
2.
2.
Cancel. Uh-oh. Well, I really need to kill you this turn now. 'Cause otherwise, I will be dead.
Go ahead.
Draw for turn. Huh. Was there ever a scenario in which you sided there?
No, because you can just clock. Like, I don't feel like it matters.
But then you would not have a direct lane.
I mean, like, I guess.
Anyways.
Anyways.
Clock. Giovanna. And level the Nagori Yuki Climax Swapper. To draw 2.
If anything, then I think probably the biggest argument to side there rather than front would have been that if I side for 0, then you can't play May and Giovanna 2-1 in the same turn. But that would be too much stock that you wouldn't be willing to pay anyway, so I think. So.
Let's see what we want to do here. So, by my knowledge, she has 3 climaxes left in deck. Six stock. I have 1 choice out. decided what line I should go for here. May, Ky. So right now I don't have the hexproof soul. I could Ricky for it, but that would mean that I would go below May threshold for double May. I could also double May and just assign them to different slots, so that he can't money all of them, and then end with a Ky with a Dragon Install on top. That does not seem like it's enough damage for lethal though. I think if I do want to go for lethal, I need double May to resolve. So I think what I'll do here is I'll go for the hexproof assist. So I'll play Eno, pay 1, clock myself, search.
I definitely think it probably would have been better to top check 2 rearrange first, because if you clock the assist, Lamau.
Well, I can just grab it with the
oh, you have helmet. Sure.
Yeah. I want the top check 2 assist afterwards because I need to confirm if I can top check confirm with Giovanna, so I can still double May.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was the line I was thinking of. Okay. And then I'll play top check 2. Okay. Alright, so now we'll play May. And another May. We'll heal this one. And we'll play Ky or Soul. We don't really care about trying to kill the Baiken anymore, I think. If anything, like the Soul will just be able to give Giovanna power once I trigger the Soul trigger on the top of my deck. Or actually,
will you trigger the
Soul trigger on top of my deck?
Oh, okay.
Okay, back up. So unfortunately, we can't fit Ky into the equation here, even though I do have a Dragon Install, but that's just what the situation calls for. We were forced to go for the hexproof because of his defensive option.
Can I check waiting room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, without further ado, let's just go for it. 1k1, and then Ramlethal will give 1,000 to Giovanna. And then we'll go with the front here, and then activate top check. Level 1 higher, goes to stock.
Alright, I'll activate this. Pay 4. Put this face down in my level zone. Discard
2.
1.
1.
Discard
Oh,
1.
the restands 2. Discard 1. Okay.
I will discard this event. Minus 3 soul. I will not choose to draw ditch.
Okay. And then this triggers. I will give 15 here so that I can get over the Baiken. And this will be for 0. Alright. So do we want to put all of our eggs into one cheerful pirate basket? Or do we want to split them up? If we can stick this 3, then we can have the second May be like 2, 2, 2, 2. However, I do think the chances of him canceling this swing is pretty high as well. Let's just put May on, let's see, 3 in 10. So we're saying the odds of a Climax being in the top 3 cards here with May, right? Let's say that I put the effect on May here, and then the 3 cancels. I just will not have lethal then, because I don't have enough damage output. Yeah, I think the way to go is probably to just put it on herself then.
So like split them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so it's front. On attack, pay 2. discard 1 and send a card from my memory. You gotta use a gauge for this overdrive effect. And then I'll activate the effect on herself, where once per turn, when damage dealt by her is cancelled, burn 2 twice. Trigger for 3.
1, 2, 3.
That's a stick. Alright. Now we'll direct. Pay 2. Discard 1. Effect on herself. And then direct for 5.
1, 2, 3. Cancel.
Burn 2, burn 2.
Cancel. Cancel.
Okay.
So I'm going back with 6. Just, so I have 1 Lucifero here, and I have 1 in my deck. 2 in my deck. Alright, these are dead?
Yep. I'm out 5.
Okay. Alright, cut.
There you go.
Refresh point. Draw for a turn. I'm gonna not clock. I just don't need to.
Yeah, you have everything you need already.
Alright, we'll play Ram. Unfortunately, this turn, because I used the minus soul event, I will not be able to use both burns of my Luciferos, so hopefully this is enough. Alright. I'm gonna use Biken's effect, send her to the bottom of my deck to give 2k here, and I will salvage my Brainstorm. And 1k1. I'll activate Ram's effect. Spend a gauge. I declare either deck or waiting room. I'm going to declare deck for the first one to summon 1 Lucifero, and deck for the second one to summon the other Lucifero. And then with the effect of this Ram, I will send this back, and I will give 1k here.
Okay.
So my attacks, once you account for the 6,000 power I get from the combo, will be 13k, 14k, 16k.
Another reason why this package is so disgusting. You spend almost no resources and you just get a bunch of good beaters. 2 soul beaters. Side lanes also do extra burn damage.
Alright, so we'll start with the Ram.
Yep.
Front attack. On attack, I reveal the top card of my deck. If it is an event or Guilty Gear character, I burn 1. Burn 1. Oh, you're so dead for 3.
1, 2, 3. Yep.
Alright, front for 3. 4.
That's not good.
4.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cancel.
Okay, and then we have double 3 here, so let's front, pay 2. Oh, this one's actually smaller now that I think about it. Because you have to pay cost for the...
Oh, for the 6k?
It's fine, you're dead. Burn 3.
1, 2.
For 3.
1, 2, 3. Yep.
End turn.
All right. Unfortunate.
Alright, we got there. Let's go.
That was a series of unfortunate events.
The burn ones.
The burn ones.
The snipe.
The burn 1, the front for 3s, take the 3 with 3 climaxes. Ah! I don't know if there was a mathematically correct situation there in terms of stacking the base. I think what I did probably makes sense in my head, but I don't know the exact math on that. Do you have any ideas as to like what you would have done?
I would have just tried to stack them all on 1, because either way, if you stack, regardless of where you stack them, you need one of them to stick, more or less, right? Or well, no, not really.
Yeah, that's not.
It's actually just. Yeah, I think I would have split them actually. Yeah.
If this cancels and I don't have the effect on here, you'd be at 3/3, and then this would be pretty lethal. If I put this effect on here and you don't cancel, then this still has some. No.
I think.
All right.
I think
you have 3 and 10.
The first swing has about 30% chance to hit.
I think I think what I would have done is I would have stacked them both on themselves, but I would have attacked here first.
Is there any particular reason why?
Because like
You think it just has a higher chance to cancel?
yeah, I mean like it does have a
Oh yeah, because it has a higher chance to cancel.
yeah. And then once it gets all the other stuff out of the way, then you can swing with this one, I guess. I don't know, it's hard.
Right. Well, anyways, what happened happens.
Yeah.
There is a lot of climax position matter, but like that's just what you have to accept by playing on cancel combos instead of on attack combos, which are guaranteed damage. So, yeah. Any thoughts?
I did it! I did it! I think that it was good.
You put too much stock into going first, going second, man. Anyways, go ahead.
It's the meme, man. It's for the meme. I do think it was good that we were both able to actually show off what both of our finisher lines does. I feel like some of the time we just we play the deck and we're like, this deck has a cool finish line. I'm dead. But the one thing that we weren't able to do is show off Ramlethal being put onto the board at level 2. I do think that is part of what makes this deck so strong. As far as the way you want to play this deck in terms of like how much you want to mill in your first deck, I think it depends on how many standbys you have. In this particular game, I only had one standby. I think if you do open multiple standbys, you can make a case for going through your first deck slowly, and then just playing your second standby, still in first deck, after hitting 2, Ramlethal to back row, and then it sets you up for the next turn.
For sure, I agree.
One other thing that was definitely showcased in this particular game is the fact that you do have two different color level 1s that can be kind of a predicament if you're at 0-6.
I was just a bad player, so.
No, I'm talking about mine. Like,
oh, you're
because my hand, I had.
This because you had the 1-0. Yeah, that's what I figured. It's like you can't have that many bricks. You probably have just some level 1.
It was
some level 1 Luciferos.
It was Lucifero, the event, the anti-change, a Biken, a Climax,
right,
a Goldbar. Yeah, it was basically I had to hit that brainstorm basically. Yeah, I think that the main issue that I've had with this deck in testing, and it is also the reason that I started to include the 2-1 Axles, is that you are pretty reliant on your Bikens living in order to maintain card advantage, especially since your level 1 combo is only ever a +1, because you can never resolve more than 1 with a single Jacko. I think that having Axel to address big opposing threats is probably a pretty nice addition to the deck, because he can attack for 12-5, or if you really want to, you can make him 15k.
Yeah. And honestly, in this deck, it's probably not that big of a deal to spend the 1 hand, because Ram is very hand light.
Yeah, like at the end of that game, I ended the game with 3 hand.
Yeah,
that
more than enough.
Yeah. The fact that she summons 2 free bodies for you basically means that you can use the cards in your hand that you would have normally used to play more bodies as the discard cost for the combo.
Exactly.
Okay, I think that is more or less this deck in a nutshell. Like the one Biken standby, as I said earlier, it's basically just meant to
for
be
the sake of playing an extra standby.
An extra standby, yeah.
Because like Goldbars will just come to your hand. It's more important to get the standbys out consistently and trigger more standbys instead of a board. On my end, I think this is a really straightforward deck. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing unconventional. In terms of the game plan, we're going to play good, high quality cards in our colors, blue, green, and yellow. And then level 1, depending on if we need to go through our deck, we'll just go with the top check 4. If we don't need to go through our deck and we hit level 1 pretty quickly and we still have a lot of climaxes left on our deck, the nice thing about Ky is then we can go into the salvage option. One weakness that I have found with Guilty Gear's Drive is that there aren't a lot of really proactive level 2 plays in a normal 1k1 deck. So oftentimes you're kind of salvaging just like your level 3 plays. There aren't any like especially inspiring non-niche level 2s. I think that's how I'll call it. Because there's a lot of good level 2s, but then they all have their place in time. The one card Fumio, Giovanna, the 2/1 Testament. There's a lot of other 2/1s in the set, which are all pretty niche.
But there's like nothing that you can just always just feel good about grabbing.
Yeah, there's nothing that I can say that I will go into level 2 and this will be the card that I proactively play no matter the situation, generally speaking. Which is why when I was building this deck, we decided to just, we're just going to play more of the same. Ky is a deck, like many other Guilty Gear decks, where the more resources we have, the more we can spend to have a more explosive top end. So in that sense, we're going to play Giovanna's just to try to build extra stock. It is kind of difficult to balance deck building. Right now, my current list runs 20 zeros. I do ideally probably want to cut that down to like 19 or 18 just for the sake of Giovanna having more hits. But the deck idea is there. It's also really nice that you have flexibility depending on your resource count. You can go for... That's not Ky. Ky May Testament or Ky May Dude Dragon Install, or if you want, just go for the traditional 9-stock play May Ky. Previously, during the reveal season, we were kind of debating about what are really good finisher options, what are their strengths and weaknesses. One of May's biggest weaknesses was that this setup is really susceptible to any form of defensive play from your opponent in terms of rest counters, money counters, minus soul counters like the one Randall played against us in this match that we got to feature. But when Alex Hodges revealed this sick card, the level 0 soul, front hexproof. Front hexproof on a level 0 is an effect that is so rare. I don't think we've even seen it more than 3 times in Japanese, and I don't think we've seen it ever in English. And it's just such a good profile because with this one card alone, this entire setup becomes nigh immune to any counterplay. You just use May, stack Ky, and then these two are hexproof and they can't do anything. They can minus soul like this May.
Yeah, it's also very useful in this particular deck because we want to be standbying out Ramlethal, and then if we stay at level 2, we can just let it rip at level 2.
Yeah.
It would leave the deck susceptible to anti-change counter if we didn't also have access to the soul, and then when you do have the soul, you're just like, haha, you're dead.
Yeah, exactly. And you have to read the fine print on the Ram because the Luciferos, they need the Ram in the middle slot. If Ram isn't there, if she got memory kicked or if she got anti-changed, the Luciferos can't activate combo. They just have the one soul, which I guess it's still beater, but you're not doing what you want to do. So this card, I think, would be one of the reasons if you wanted to build a really hyper-aggressive, high offense Guilty Gear deck, which I think the set is basically geared around that. This soul basically goes in every deck that has that kind of setup. I think that's about it. For these two decks.
Yeah?
Any closing thought? It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple. Play good cards.
Yeah.
Generate resources.
I definitely think this deck is a lot easier to pilot than this one. I think this one, I had to do a lot of thinking about the vision of what I wanted, where, when, things like I want Ram in my I want Ram level 3 in my level 1 clock, things like that. That's the reason I didn't clock this, even though I had it.
Yeah, any standby deck in which is a bit more unconventional than just playing a standby and playing out big dudes, you do have to kind of wrap your head around the concept and think a bit outside the box, like you said. Okay, that does it for this first gameplay video. Coming up, we are going to have more Guilty Gear content for you guys, so stay tuned. And until next time, this has been Mike and Randall on the Tressa's Collectibles channel, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.